Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Patki and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can see that my condition is improving slightly day by day. So just 2 days to go for the course to complete, and I hope I'll be negative by then. So coming on to the match, what a thriller yesterday was. A great match, a magnificent match, and 2 days in a row we have seen that teams defending small totals, which are I think at the start of the innings the team chasing should fancy that. So just SRH just imploded, I guess, in the last 10 overs. We will first come to the RCB innings. As you know, the wicket is very sticky at Chepauk. The ball stops and comes to the bat, so it is very hard for stroke makers to get in and just play according to their natural game. So we have to adjust, we have to adapt, and that's what Glenn Maxwell did. So huge expectations, as we all know, rupees 14 crore 25 lakhs, not a small amount by any means, but he adjusted well, took his time because wickets were falling around him, and the Maxwell of old would have just tried to hit his way out of the trouble. But he has nice to see that he has matured a lot, adjusted his game accordingly, took singles, took twos. There were some dot balls, but I think that was the need of the hour because they lost De Villiers, an unexpected failure for him, and Virat Kohli also went for 33. Ironically, from 29 balls. So last match also the same. He scored 33 of 29, and this match also he scored same 33 of 29. And I think he was a bit disgusted with himself, and rightly so. He smashed his bat at the boundary cushions because he thought that he could take the team to a decent and reasonable score, but unfortunately he couldn't. Maxwell delivered the goods, two sixes, five fours, and as I mentioned earlier, so he ran a singles between the. We all know that the kind of talent he possesses, but what you do between hitting fours and sixes, that is taking singles and twos, that part of game was missing. But as you know, last year and a half for Australia, he's also developed that aspect. His skills are developed. His fitness was no doubt good, but as you can see, RCB fitness culture is very good due to Basu sir, which is the trainer, and he's the trainer of the Indian team as well. So Virat Kohli, as you know, sets high standards in fielding. So fitness was never an issue for Maxi, but his consistency was. Glad he has delivered in two matches. Sunrisers bowling, Rashid Khan bowled pretty well. He's at least a bank for we can say SRH, because 2 for 28 in 4 overs on that sort of a pitch is like gold dust, just 7 runs an over. Bhuvi bowled well in the first 3 overs, bowled with decent control in the power play, but got a pasting in the last over. Same with Shahbaz Nadeem, bowled well for the 3 overs, but in the 11th over of the match, that was the time that RCB decided to fasten the tempo of their innings. He scored 22 runs of his final over, so that spoiled his figures. Otherwise, he played well. Shahbaz Ahmed coming in at number 3, that didn't quite work out. He just got out in the same direction as the last match towards square leg, didn't time the ball. Devdutt Padikkal returned in place of Rajat Patidar. That was an automatic selection, but he couldn't impress. But it is the start of the tournament. Some leeway should be given to the batsman. AB, as I had mentioned, had a rare failure. Kyle Jamieson also chipped in with some couple of useful shots towards the end of the innings, and they got there 149. So that was, I think, 10 runs short. But on this wicket, we knew that it is going to be a competitive score. And as Virat said after the post-match presentation, that they didn't think that they are 10 runs short. He just imbibed the mindset in his teammates that 150 is a good total. If we, as he said, that are struggling to get to 150 on this pitch, so they can also struggle, and they did. David Warner once again played magnificently well for his 50. But the main culprit, I think, for the defeat has to be. Uh, it sucks probably to use the word culprit, but Manish Pandey should have carried the team home. 39 balls, 38 runs, or 39 runs, 38 balls. I think his strike rate was barely over 100. And good things are expected, or such things are expected from Indian batsmen who have grown up playing spin bowling. as their main stable. So he was expected to take SRH home. But in all likelihood, for the past 2-3 seasons, there is this aspect of his batting where he plays more than 30 balls. Sunrisers more likely to reach 75 or 80% games. So that is not a good stat at all. He is a mainstay. He has just recently lost his place in the Indian T20 lineup and ODI team. So it was very essential for him to take SRH through, because it was not a very difficult match to win. You can understand Shahbaz Ahmed also bowled well in the 17th over. Special mention to him. Didn't had a good outing, as I mentioned earlier in the video at number 3. But he just changed the momentum of the match. 3 wickets in the 17th over was a pressure over right after the power play. Virat Kohli trusted him with his left arm ability. He just spins the ball, brings the ball inside towards the batsman with an angle, and the shot selection was pretty mediocre, I would say. First of all, Johnny Bairstow just tried to hoik it, and as you can see in the replay, David Warner just was telling them in the timeout, as I said after the post-match presentation, that just stitch together a partnership, but unfortunately they couldn't. Some leeway could be given to Johnny Bairstow, because he can clear the boundaries and straight away put the pressure on the new bowler, but the ball just gripped a bit and just hit the splice of the bat, and it went up in the air, and he was caught. Second dismissal, Abdul Manish Pandey also played a very rash shot. As I said before, he was expected to take SRH through, but uh, I think he should have done better. And for the 2 matches, in the first match also against KKR, he played well, but the strike rate was iffy. So they lost by 10 runs. This match also they lost by 6 runs. So if he just could have converted some of its dot ball into singles, SRH could have won. So and it is high time, I guess. We should take Kane Williamson in the middle, because I think in the Hyderabad team, beg your pardon, if he had been there, there could have been some chances. I'm almost sure that Hyderabad could have got through, but such is the composition of the team, so that it makes it very hard to play 4 foreign players. So Rashid Khan, Johnny Bairstow, these two are irreplaceable. Mohammad Nabi was replaced this match with Jason Holder. He also performed magnificently well towards the death. Couldn't take the team through with his batting, but he did his job while bowling. So there is place for Ken Williamson. I just think he needs to be slotted in the middle over most of the middle order. Most of their issues would be sorted out. Shahbaz Ahmed, as you know, bowled well. Harshal Patel also bowled well. The hearts were racing, because in the last over the ball slipped in his hands due to sweat, and it went above the waist high, and 4 runs were considered. So 4 plus 1, 5 of no ball, but 8 runs were required from 3 balls. So 4 balls, beg your pardon. So he bowled the free hit ball pretty well. It was a dot ball, so that calmed the nerves, and just like the last match, he delivered. So all in all, a good performance by RCB, but equally SRH bottled it. Should have chased down 150. We know that the ball stops coming onto the bat towards the latter stages of the first innings, so naturally it becomes very difficult in the second innings. But that is the run chase that they should have fancied. Couldn't cross the line, unfortunately. So they have lost 2 from 2, and in the IPL history, this is the only second time in 14 seasons that RCB have won their first 2 matches. So good going for them. I hope this is the year. Start is very good. The next match they take on KKR on the 18th. So that they are, I think, a little bit down on confidence after that loss against Mumbai Indians 2 days before. So a good momentum for RCB is building up. I hope this is their year. Now we will meet in the next video in the Marathi analysis of this match. So please like, share and subscribe my channel, and tell your thoughts in the comment section below. As you know, I'm new to YouTube, so your feedback is very valuable, and I pay heed to your feedback and read it, and I will try to improve more in the coming days. So we'll meet in the next video. Take care. Bye for now.